Hello and welcome to our stream for TerraFirmaCraft Hardrock. We will be doing a single-player game. We'll name this Let's Play, I guess. Survival, normal is fine. Let's see, y'all. Fire tick is fine. The only thing I'm gonna turn on is keep inventory. There we go. Right? Mob griefing. There's really not too much of that. The only thing that really griefs is tornadoes. I will give a fair warning. I have played this a bit. Is there... Oh wait, that's wrong. TerrafirmaCraft, yeah. Alright, so let's create a new world. I will give a fair bit of warning. I have played a decent amount of this pack already. I didn't get too far. I basically got to the Bismuth Bronze Age, and that was about it. But, yeah, that was on a server. This will be on, you know, single player. This is going to be a Let's Play, rather than, like, survive together type shit. Turn the music up a bit. And of course, it takes a while to load, of course. Come on. There we go. Don't know why I did that. It's my FOV. Let's bump that up a little bit. There we go. So, in this pack, you have no regular inventory. You have your hotbar and a spot for each of the typical tools. You start with a quest book, the Akashic Tome, and a Waystone. And that's it. That's all you get. I guess you, that's the wrong button. What was the waypoint button? There it is. No, actually... Alright, hang on. Waypoint. I think that's what I want. No, that is not. I guess this is the best I get. And then I can see. Alright. That works. So, first things first, we need to collect some sticks and rocks. Oh yeah, and you either have to manually right-click to pick things up, or you can shift and pick things up. It's gonna be a little bit laggy while the world loads in. So pretty much everything has to be done as difficult as possible. Snow? Oh no, we don't want snow. What's that? Lead? We don't really need lead right now. We're gonna need copper first and foremost, and some rocks. Because pretty much everything we do is gonna be made from fucking rocks for a while. What are you? Niece? Sure. Alright, so you need to nap the rocks to make your tools. So see, I make an axe head that way. I can make, I think it's this. Yep, is a knife, which we'll need to get straw. And then we'll make a shovel. Come on, there we go. Then you can take these, and you can use them in that form or just make sticks, whatever you prefer. Then you can put your tools over there. The knife can't actually fit in any of these slots, unfortunately. And otherwise, I need more sticks. But thankfully, you can get those by just breaking trees. But first, I would like to find a body of water. You also may have noticed that my health is at 3. That is not ideal, especially considering that a lot of things in this pack actually can murder the ever-loving shit out of you, and you won't have armor for a long time. What was it? A javelin. Javelin head, right. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. The javelin's gonna be like your basic weapon to start off with. Otherwise, you need to find food, which can be difficult. You can get it through either hunting and killing animals, or finding wild versions of the food that you're trying to eat. Most of the time, it's you eat what you have on hand. What do we got over here? Smoke is not oh, those are dire wolves. They will murder the shit out of you. Mining is made more difficult because rocks have physics. Well, everything has physics besides, like, certain building blocks. There's a nice body of water over there. So if we just head west, we can build around that. Some things don't have the like falling physics to them, like the typical Minecraft blocks of wood and things like that. So the nice thing is that if you don't have a tool in your hand, it will automatically swap to the tool that you need for the job. You don't want to punch wood in this. It will give you splinters. And splinters will basically break both of your arms, your legs, give you a concussion, and on top of that, they will fuck your wife. So, let's see here. I don't need the seeds right now. I need the sticks. Stick, javelin for protection. That lead's gonna get thrown away. Then I need a hoe. Doesn't everybody though? Something. There we go. Where'd my sticks go? There we go. So you need a hoe to break most plants. This lead can just go. Yeah, this is a nice scenic lake. And we can murder this duck for some food. Hell yeah. And then let's get some straw. Oh man, the lag is real. What is my chunk loading set to? 24? Let's bump that down to like 20 for now. Apply. It always seems like the very first load of the world is usually pretty difficult. You know, I just realized I didn't pick up the logs from that tree. And I have no idea where I cut it down from, so I guess we're never gonna get those logs. Unless we wander across them somehow. What looks good for a nice little starting area around this lake? collect this straw on the way, because we're going to need plenty of it. Oh, and a lot of the... is this raw? Okay, that's good. That'll be useful. A lot of the stack sizes have been reduced to 16 or 32. We've got bismuth here. Not too bad, but we're going to need copper. What's attacking me? Here we go. Yeah, see, there's one of the biggest threats right there. They kill me so much early. My knife's almost broken. Might as well just break that. Get the string. So we're gonna need a few more sticks. Game, why you lag so much? You give me no trouble on server. So I think the best option is just going to be eating this raw chicken, most likely. Okay, this is getting on my nerves. Why are you lagging so much? Maybe it's because I'm streaming. Let's bump the render distance down a little bit more. We'll take the max frame rate down to like 65. That way it's not forcing 120. That's okay, take your time. Jeez, I didn't think changing, oh, okay, I just needed to leave. Okay. So, first order of business is you... Oh, apparently the shovel... Oh, wait, no, it's the hoe that can do that. We need to build up some logs and sticks. I guess I'll just kind of start right here. Gather all that straw up. And the nice thing is you can just set things on the ground. So we'll just... It is only one item at a time. And I guess I'll put my waystone here for now. I don't really need to name it. Okay, I guess I need to name it Fart. So now that I have some space, I am going to go and break some trees. You also need to find some small native coppers, because without them, you cannot start creating tools. They are the first step in tool progression. And as you can see, it takes a while to break trees, but you do break the whole tree, which is nice. And then on the bottom right there, you see the body with the different colors. Green means it's in good shape. Yeah, give me all of this. Take that too. Green means it's in good shape. Yellow means it's partially damaged. Red means it's basically broken. And it's funny because if you drink water without purifying it first, it will give you broken arms. I have already lost track of where I put everything. This is why I need waypoints. Let's just drop a waypoint here, because I'm stupid. And if I don't, I'll end up forgetting where I put my stuff. So just name it stuff. So you can also put down log piles like that and fill it with logs. You can also shift click to fill it with logs a bit more quickly. Okay, so we're gonna need a fire starter. And we need, I think it's 1 log. So to make a fire pit, which will spread fire, by the way, so be careful. Maybe make it a little bit close to the water. Break the grass and things that are in the way. what you do is you throw down a log, you throw down, I don't know, some kindling, and I think it's 5 sticks. And then you kind of have to aim off to the side. Yeah, see, because you'll pick it up with right click. Kind of have to aim off to the side on the chunk, or on the block. And then, boom, fire. With this fire, you can then feed it logs. So I'll feed it 2 logs for now. Feed it 2 logs, and this is how you're all. So this is the temperature gauge. You are going to have to pay attention to this when it comes to heating up metals and things, unless you're doing the pit kiln. But for now, I'm gonna cook this chicken. And then we also need to find a pot, because making one takes a while, and you can find them in tents and things laying around. And using that, we can make purified water with charcoal powder. I don't need this flour. Also don't need that singular straw. So next you need a chopping block, which you can do by placing a log. And then you're gonna have to remove your tool from your axe specifically, strip it, and then hit it a second time, and you get a chopping block. So with the chopping block, what is this? Pine seed? Be gone, pine seed. Let's just put our stuff down here for now, because why not? So with that, oh, you can also make torches on this fire by putting a stick in the campfire. So it won't hurt to have a couple of torches laying around, just so we can see what we're doing a bit better. Just put those there. And then you can take some logs and you put them on the chopping block. You right click it with your axe a bit. And then you can cut those into supports, which you can either use for mining, or you can put the support on there. Oh wait, that's sticks. Shit. I forgot how to make lumber already. Wait, was it... I fucked up. I fucked up. Let's do 2 more logs. So you can make lumber like this. What was the lumber? As you can tell, I have totally played this game. Oh, right. You need a saw to make lumber, which is the first thing on the list for making with copper, besides a pickaxe. I'm going to die. Nope. Oh, maybe. There we go. Yeah, see, even just a tiny little snake can manage to completely wreck your body. Now, we can't... Oh, and here comes the nausea. Yeah, my favorite part about this is that if you drink dirty water, sometimes you get nausea, and the nausea is 1.5 minutes. Completely not ridiculously annoying. So, motion sickness warning for everybody. But you can make thatch. So if you make 2 blocks of that, and you manage to get a large rawhide, you can make that into a thatch bed. But we need to kill like a cow or something first. That's actually... Usually you want to put your stuff like a few blocks away at least. Because it will burn through your items. It sets the blocks on fire. Yep, I get it. So you can't actually make a stone pickaxe. You need to run around and make the copper molds first. Oh, we also need clay. What's my shovel at? Perfectly fine. Goat? Goat will probably fuck me up, if I'm being honest. So there are certain flowers. I don't think this is one. Oh, and your sprint speed is drastically reduced when your legs are broken. So that's just awesome, too. But we need some small native copper and some clay. And there are certain plants. Starting server backup. This, sir, is a single-player world. There are certain plants that indicate the existence of clay underneath them. One of which is a pinkish flower. It's rather wide. Let's see if I can find one. Oh, those are speaking of, those are dire wolves, and some predators are nocturnal, and some are diurnal. So you have dangers to worry about both during day and night, but I've noticed that most of the predators, besides the spiders and snakes, are all active at night. So traveling around at night is not exactly safe, but at a certain point, you really won't have an option. So right now, we need to find some small native copper. If it even exists. And one thing to keep in mind is if you find a large deposit of the nuggets above ground, that is indicative of... What is this? Chalk. That is indicative of the larger actual ores being underground. So if you run into something like that, you may want to mark it just so you can come back later and do some prospecting, which we'll get into when we get to it. Okay, I know that there's more than one flower that displays clay. And I need to go and look for it. But I left my Akashic Tome over here, so I'll have to slowly jog my way back. I won't lie, this lag is getting on my nerves. I don't know why it's lagging. It's gotta be because I'm recording. So I need to kill a cow or something of the like to get a large rawhide so I can sleep through the night. I guess we'll eat the last of our duck here. I need my Akashic Tome because that tells you... Where's the TerrafirmaCraft book? That tells you where to find clay. That's not what I need. I need clay. Flora? Not quite. I can't remember. It's been a little bit since I've played this. Maybe a couple of months. So let's see here. So see, that's the pink flower I was talking about. Ethereum fern, canna, goldenrod, pampas grass, perovskia, and water canna. So we need to find those things. So I can get some clay and make some ceramic vessels, which serve as a small inventory upgrade to start. They also can help preserve food. And maybe if I'm lucky in my... Hello, duck. Gonna become my food. Maybe if I'm lucky in my travels, I'll find a tent or a little shelter with a pod in it. But for now, I kind of just have to book it. And hope I can find something. Orchard grass. I tell you what, it was a lot easier. There's a... Oh, that's limonite. It was a lot easier to find clay in my last world. Orchard grass again. Collecting these berry bushes is a good idea. They can't be actually harvested or grown until I think it's fall, sometimes winter, depending on the bush. And then here we go. Here's some wild food. So it drops seeds and some food for you. So now I have rye, which can be used for plenty of different things. Especially food right now. That's a donkey. I wonder if donkeys fight back. Excuse me, sir. Do you fight back? 'Cause if not, I'm gonna stab you. Yeah, you either don't fight back or you're not very good at it. So get stabbed. Give me your skin. Do you have... Oh well, actually, we should probably take the raw meat. Really want that rawhide. I guess we'll abandon feathers or something. Medium rawhide. So medium rawhides are useful for leather making, but they're not what I'm looking for at the moment. I need copper or clay. And I can't seem to find the plants. That was not one of them. Or was it? No. So I guess we're just gonna run around till we find the clay. So those are boars. I believe they're passive. However, they will attack back if you try to kill them. What we really do need is a cow. We got some wild beets. You know what? Those aren't going to come in handy anytime soon, so I'll take that. It's nice that I can use my javelin to break those too. Because stone tools do not last very long at all. Okie dokie. Is clay existent in this world? Yes, my favorite thing. Certain foods will not stack appropriately because they are 2 seconds difference from being harvested. Like, see, this won't stack with the rye that I already have. I'll take the seeds, though. The seeds are very important. Switchgrass. Be careful not to fall into holes. You will die. Hey, like that. So see, the fall damage is like ridiculous in this. You'll take damage from like 2 blocks. I swear. It's like if you're not walking down it, you're falling down it and dying. Oh, and I forgot. One other small thing they give you is that in your offhand, you can carry stuff. A little bit more than normal. But right now, I still need some copper. And clay. Was Fustania one of them? Goldenrod? No. Don't need gypsum right now. Literally only interested in copper right now. Without copper, you literally cannot progress. So I'm surprised it's not a bit more common. What are you, foxglove? So yeah, finding clay is simultaneously very difficult and very easy. The only issue is finding the fucking plant. There's a deer. If we can kill that, we can get a large rawhide. So see, now we have a large rawhide. I'll take the bone meal, because why not? Oh, and a... goodbye, duck. That can go in my other hand. I'll take that bladder. We can use that to make a water flask, which will be useful. Because other shit breaks pretty easily. It's all foxglove. Well, shit. Sometimes the game just does not want to give you what you need. We need to find pampas grass. Or pampas. Pampas. In the grass. And native copper. Which apparently we have not spawned near any of. Which is just super helpful. Switchgrass yet again. Usually the copper seems to spawn in forests. Usually. Hey, there's a nice floating flower. Orchard grass again. You know, heading south might be a better idea. Because I believe that, one, we're going to experience a quicker and colder winter, as well as free ya boy, there we go, as well as apparently there's a lot of gypsum here, which means more than likely there's gypsum ore down below. But I also remember copper spawning more frequently farther south. And you have to travel really far south if you want to find things like sugarcane and papyrus. Like, it's more of a realistic kind of world generation. Not in the sense of flow, but in the sense of the farther south you head, the warmer it gets. And the farther north you travel, the colder it gets. So I'm just gonna run my happy ass somewhere where I see some Ethereum ferns. We're looking for that wide pink flower. And also to get off of the mud, because mud slows us down a lot. Food also has an expiration date. So that'll, like, things like meat expire much quicker than vegetables or fruits. And you also typically need to eat a balanced diet if you want to increase your health. However, one thing that's kind of a bummer... Oh, what's this? Is that golden? No, that's marigold. Okay. Useless. Useless, useless. If you want to increase your health, you have to eat a varied diet. Each different food that you try, both raw and cooked, will possibly give you another heart, but you will die. And you will die. There is no debate. But when you die, you will lose any extra hearts accrued. So it kind of sucks. Also, that's a one-time deal. So at a certain point, you could be perma-locked with 3 hearts. Okay, come on. Marigold again. You know what? Can I eat this? You can take that. I need water. And here comes the nausea. Yeepee. Sword fern. So we're looking for Kana or water Kana. And we're gonna do it while we're dizzy as shit. We got brain amoebas from drinking non-running water. Looking for that big pink flower. Okay, come on. Okay, see, and that's gonna happen. Fuck it. Oh no, that's not what I want. I want to respawn. That's gonna happen fucking constantly. So until you develop some better weaponry and some armor, which, spoiler alert, is a long way away, you're probably gonna get your ass beat by things that in real life would either avoid you entirely, or you could stomp with the heel of your boot. So, you know. I'm heading west. I want to head south. I want to head south as much as possible until I start seeing the Kana. And then at that point, I want to find a nice lake to live by, because fresh water is useful. And then at a certain point, we'll have to go hunting for an ocean, because making salt water with salt is not difficult, but it's resource intensive when you could salt meats and preserve them. So, I mean, run we shall, I guess.
I found a joint in Mom's dresser drawer.
One more thing to keep in mind. Dead. Alright. Legs broken. Spirit broken. Walk speed slow. I'm so fucking dead. Yeah, you don't get to survive things like that. Okay, well, continuing on. It's just gonna happen constantly until you can get set up, and even then you're gonna die pretty regularly. Another thing to keep in mind is I think it's day 60 when the first one arrives, and then it's around 55 to 60 days every time after that. You will get a horde, and I mean a horde, of skeleton horses, zombies, zombie pigmen, zombie hoglins, or zoglins I think they're actually called. Still no clay plants. And they will wreck your shit. They will sit there and beat you mercilessly for a long time. I am almost considering generating a new world. If I can't find clay soon, I'm not going to run thousands of blocks down just to find clay every time. I would just, like, set my spawn here. Which you can do with a thatch bed. Come on, we're looking for pink flowers here. And also for this fucking lag to stop. Nice underwater ravine there. We might actually find some native copper here as well. Come on. Stay on the lookout for rocks with orange streaks coming out of them. We will die of dehydration before we find this, huh? The good news is I have what I need to make a thatch bed. So I can set my respawn point to wherever we end up finding clay and finding just in general a more resource diverse location. Boy, and traversing through a swamp is so fun. Alright, still heading south. What do we got here? What are you? Here we go. Chromite? Not what I'm looking for right now. How far south must I travel? Will I get lucky and find a small encampment to take advantage of? Find out on the next episode of Dragon Ball Z, which is coming up next. So these are a good sign. It means that we're starting to reach a new part of the climate. However, it doesn't mean that we're quite there yet, because they can spawn pretty far north of where I'm actually trying to get to. Oh, and seeing that horse in passing reminds me, horses have had their step assist removed, so they're really not even worth doing anything with besides maybe breeding for food. Because horses do be dropping horse meat, and that horse meat be doing you good favors. Alright, let's not fall into a pit again. I've made it a decent way, and I would prefer not to go back. This is never gonna happen. Alright, about a small amount more of running. Badlands. I think you can find salt piles around here. Yeah, this is like a savanna. Oh, no. God damn it. Alright. We're restarting this world. Nothing has really changed. We've made basically zero progression, so it doesn't even matter. Delete. Be gone. More world options. No. Game rules. Keep inventory. On. Done. I think that was everything. And then we're gonna create a whole new world with hopefully some fucking clay. We'll name it Let's Play with a Space this time. Maybe if I rhyme, they'll give me some clay. And the basic necessities. The bare necessities. But yeah, there's a lot of running around trying to find random resources in specific biomes in this pack. Once you get going, it's really rewarding, but it takes a very long time to get upstarted. But I tend to find enjoyment in the tedium of the work that they give, or the work that you need to do. Like, the smithing system is incredibly unique. We'll talk more about that when we actually get an anvil. Where did this spawn me? It looks like a Badlands, like right by it. Yeah. So we should definitely be able to find some Ethereum fern nearby. Yep, see, these were the plants I was looking for. So now I just need to find some rocks and sticks. Some rocks and stones, brother. Rock and stone to the bone. See? I told you we just needed a new world, because under here is going to be a bunch of clay. But you can't just get sticks from wood. You need to find them laying around. There's one. One will do for now, because all I really need at the moment is a shovel. Because clay is one of the most important materials for getting your world up and going. Besides wood. Wood will eventually become a gigantic deal. So directly under these ferns, you should find clay. Okay, maybe not that one. Some of these. Yeah, see, here we go. Here's the clay. So you need to watch out for those plants to get the clay deposits. but there's no point in running forever to try and find them. Because if you can't find it right away, you're going to spend a lot of time looking for it. As evident by the previous world, we've literally already made more progress in less than 5 minutes than we did in the last world entirely. So all I need is some more sticks and I can make an axe, but clay comes first. Actually, we'll need just sticks in general to make our tools, but that's fine. Is there a lake nearby? There's a lake to the east, it appears. Now I just have to be careful not to fall down, go boom. Grab some more rocks while I'm at it. Any stickies on the ground? Here we go. Yeah, boy. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, so fuck that. Fuck that shit. We'll need an axe. Gonna have to do these one at a time to preserve some inventory space. Need an axe. We will need a knife, which I should have made last. I can turn those into sticks. We'll need another shovel because we'll want more clay in the future. We will want a javelin. Come on. I don't know what it is. Sometimes this this pack just doesn't want to accept the left click. Then while we're at it, we'll make a hoe. Since we have what we need. There we go. Problem solved. And then it was... Wait, was it east? Yes, it was east. And then more clay over here. See? Much better biome already. Especially if you want to build things like bricks. It's very clay intensive. And keeping an eye out for these raw rocks is also a good idea because that's how you'll make your first primitive anvil, so you can start making proper anvils. And once you make proper anvils, I'm not a huge fan of this lake at the moment. Maybe a different angle. It's at least fresh water. I don't think you can eat pumpkins, can you? You can nap pumpkins. Yeah, we'll grab those later. I know you can use them to make fertilizer. Let's see here, what angle on this lake would I prefer? That doesn't look too bad over there. Be very wary of your breath bar because drowning will break your legs. Just assume if it can deal damage to you, it can break your legs, no matter what it is. Oh, there's also water kana over here, so there's clay under that. Can't say oh, even more clay. Now we've just got an abundance. I would prefer something... this looks alright, I guess. So let's break this. What type of wood is this? Maple. But yeah, we've already got a much better setup going. I think the only thing that I need now is like a deer or something. Let's throw all of these here. Well, actually, I should have kept the sticks. Okay, so I got some logs now. Got myself some more stickies. Let's get some more wood. So how's your day going? Great. Good to know. I am sitting here playing TerrafirmaCraft because I am a masochist. Also, you'll want to collect the tree seeds for later. They will come in handy when you need to make seed oil, which is a big part of leather making. Leather making is another one of those big humps that you need to get past. I actually kind of like this little spot right here. So I think we'll call this home. I would prefer a little bit more varied terrain rather than, you know, lots of just small hills, but you work with what you can get. Speaking of, don't stand under the trees. They will kill you. Where's my knife? Give me that. Free gimme that. Just clear all of this out of the way. Make sure you grab your straw, because you're going to need plenty of it. And then we'll just set our wood pile here for now. That can go. We got a good chunk of chestnut wood. I pressed shift. Why did you... Oh, my axe broke. Cool. Well, see, here's a great example. I've got a splinter, and it's breaking my fucking legs. Do you like having broken legs from a small splinter in your hand? Well, you should play TerrafirmaCraft. I play it because I am a masochist. Okay, so we've got some sticks. We've got a waypoint. You know what? Just take advantage of that. We'll call this home for now. Put a nice little waypoint right here. That way we don't get fucking lost. We don't need that. I'm gonna use this on the rest of whatever I can use this on. There we go. Alright. So now, let's take that. We'll need... This can also go. You're gonna end up with a lot of random plants. So let's start with our fire starter. Put that on the ground for now. Chuck that shit into the water as well. And then a log. Got the straw, we got the sticks. So we'll put our fire pit something like right here. So you got the log, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think it might be 3 sticks, but it doesn't really matter. Oh, I gotta get this clay off my offhand. Fuck it, just throw it on the ground for now. Pick it back up. God damn it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then... Fire! Now we can put the clay back in our hands. Actually, put the fire starter down. Again, we'll make a few torches just to light up the surrounding area. Throw one here, throw one here. And then we will need another axe. We will take that axe. We will take it in the axe. And we'll put that there. One thing I don't like is having to do that. There you go. Dirt will come in handy in just a moment here. Or actually, I guess not really. Because we don't have copper or anything yet. We do have the clay, though, so now's a good time to display a pit kiln. Let's clear a little bit of space here. So, clear a little bit more space. So the pit kiln is done by getting this goddamn dirt out of my hand. There you go, see, you get the physics. Alright, so... do a 4 setup here for pit kilns. We'll take this torch and put it over here so we can see what we're doing. So the way pit kilns work, you can take this clay and nap it, which this will make a large vessel, I think. Yep. So you make whatever size vessel. The large vessel requires one whole piece to itself, or one whole kiln to itself. And then the regular ceramic vessel, not a jug. I should just look up vessel. The unfired vessel is that. So you just take out the 4 corners. And we're going to make 4 of those because these are going to be our marginal storage upgrades to begin with. And the unfired vessel can work as an early backpack because you can actually put it on your back. Who would have thought? You just have to make sure that it's sealed first when you pick it up, or else everything will spill out of it. So anyways, pit kiln, you need 8 straw. So you basically just bury it till it won't let you anymore. And then you need 8 logs apiece. And you can use any mix of logs. It doesn't have to be all one type. So like for instance, I'll use 5 maple logs and then 3 chestnut logs. Then you take your fire starter. Do not stand in your pit kilns, people. Do not stand in your pit kilns. You will burn yourself. It will hurt. You may die. So then you light those pit kilns, and they take, the tooltip will show us here in a second, 8 minutes. 8 minutes to burn, and they reach high temperatures. I believe it's 1400 degrees, which does matter in the long run when you are trying to melt ingots and such. Otherwise, let's set some of this shit down. Once we make a large vessel, it's a lot easier to keep large amounts of things going, but we need copper. So yeah. I guess in the meantime, I'll just kind of clear some space out here. And I can't really make a small shelter or anything until I can make a saw. You know, I should have... I'll cover molds while I'm at it. Let's just dispose of it. It doesn't matter. It's everywhere. I can get more dirt everywhere. So you also need unfired molds to make tools. So let's see here. We're going to definitely want a heart mold. Not sure what you can do with that. Where is it? We want an unfired saw mold. So it's like an L on the bottom and then 3, 2, 1. Just take your clay. 3, 2, 1, and then like an L on the bottom. There you go. Sometimes they're a little bit confusing, but you can also throw these into or you need to throw these into pit kilns. Once you get the charcoal forge up and running, you can use that to speed up the process a little bit, but that's gonna take a little while. This was not the smartest setup, I will not lie. I could have set this up way better. Alright, so we'll put the unfired mold in there. While we're at it, you don't want to waste your resources. So we'll make like a pick head. That one's nice and simple. Put that in there, and then we'll make some jugs. The unfired jug is that. So we got 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 1, 2, 3. What's this? 1, 2, 3. That, this, 1, 2, 3. There we go. The napping is a little bit confusing at first, but you'll get the hang of it. So then we'll put the jugs in there. And then same deal. Fill it up with straw. Grab logs, and then set that bitch on fire. Oh yeah, you have to shift, hold right click. There you go. And those will cook. And considering that we're not dealing with metals, we don't have to worry about babysitting them. So in the meantime, I'm going to go copper hunting. And ideally, I will find some not very far from here. It typically spawns in forests and lakes. Or around lakes, is what I meant. That's just straight up direwolf. Don't fuck with those. They are going to be a big source of your deaths if you decide to fuck with them. Even later on. Usually my trick for killing shit was a sacrificial pit play. Dig a pit, jump into it, hit the shit, make it all fall down in there, and then stab at it from the top. There's just some exposed clay right there. A sleeping boar. Again, boars are a bit dangerous at the moment. And here comes the nausea, so I might as well just take another sip. Oh, a llama. Or an alpaca, sorry. Yeah, you'll give me a large rawhide. Yep. And... Nope, not what I want. Actually, in this instance, I want your wool. That's going to be very useful in the future.
I don't want to fall asleep, I don't want to pass away. I've been thinking of our future cause I'll never see those days. I don't know why this has happened, but I probably deserve it.
Still looking for copper though. But this means I can make a bed. That's a snake, and a large one at that. God. Fuck. Cool. See, the problem is I'm going to respawn, and it's going to kill me again. Or not, since I got lucky, I guess. Give me some of this, I need food. That in my offhand. You kind of have to harvest the food really close to the same time so it doesn't rot and take up more of your inventory is really the issue. That'll give me something to munch on in the meantime. When I get back, I can make a thatch bed. That way, when I die, I respawn there. If I can make it back healthy enough to even do so. And by healthy enough, I mean not dead. Yeah, parkour. Hardly, but every step is a big step. Sorry if you hear the flapping, my puppy is over there goofing off. Alright, we made it. As DJ Khaled would say, we the best. He would also say, we purchase our music and aren't even actually really a DJ. Okay, so it looks like in that time our pit kilns, well, one of them didn't finish, but that's fine. Okay, so take advantage of the offhand space. So this is the large vessel. You can store like a crafting grid sized amount of stuff in here. Certain things like tools you can't put in there. But typically later on you will use these to store food. Right now I'm just going to use them to store our random shit. Which actually I'm gonna want that, so I can go in there, and I don't know why the quest book and the Akashic Tome aren't just one. Can I put that in there? I can. Okay, cool. So the Akashic Tome can go in there for now, and we don't want to put our bed down too close. Also, one thing to keep in mind is that when you make the thatch beds, you cannot pick them back up. So you just place those, and then you right-click on it with the large rawhide. Boom! A bed. It'll be a while before we can make regular beds. The first thing first on the bill is getting a saw. So still need to go find copper. But I am going to run around with my javelin out because it gets kind of wonky when you, we'll put our fire starter, like, here. And then I'll take one of these vessels, and I'll take these jugs. So you can fill these jugs with water. It will keep track of the water. This does not purify it, so keep that in mind. And then in this vessel, I will carry our food. Because one thing to note, in hand, it expires in 10 days. Just by putting it in an open vessel, you double the length of the, like, non-rotting period of your food. But anyways, we really need to find... We need to find 10. We need 10 native copper. Small native copper. Because that's all you're really going to find above ground. So actually we need 20, because we're going to need 10 for the saw and 10 for the pick. Because they're worth, like, a nugget a piece, basically. 10 millibuckets. And you need 100 millibuckets to make basic tools. I would like this lag to stop, please. Bauxite. You know, what? Saw. Wrought iron, bismuth, bronze, copper. I can't make it out of bauxite. Bauxite turns into aluminum. Yeah, so the only saw I can make right now is going to be copper. Eventually, the plan is to use create and make easier stuff. I am sorry for the frame rate. I don't know why it's dipping. It ran perfectly smoothly when I played it before. It's gotta be because I'm streaming right now, and something is just conflicting. As well as it's a new world, so every time I take like 2 steps, it loads a new chunk. A new chonk. Let's see here. We're looking for them rocks with an orange streak. And then we'll, if we find a large deposit, we're going to want to mark it so we can go back later and set up an actual mine for the copper. If you only find like 1 or 2 pieces, usually that's not really indicative of much being there. Okay, Frames, feel free to chill out. Also, there are tornadoes in this. I don't know if I mentioned that. I think I did earlier. They can and will rip your shelters and items apart. You know, this boar here is in a pretty compromised position. So if I just... Yeah, see? This is the best way to kill larger things. Oh, it gives... And, oh, yeah. And a lot of the animals will drop whole animals. So now I just have a dead pig that I'm going to carry around. And you can butcher it with a knife, and it'll give you multiple drops. Medium rawhide, I guess we'll just hang on to that for leatherworking later. Okay. Come on, Copper. Help me out here. I should have made a torch to carry so I could see a little bit better in the night. That's a deer. You are made of large rawhide, so you need to die. The best food you're gonna get early on is just by getting or killing animals. Hunting is way easier than trying to grow your own food, because growing your own food is slow and there's a learning curve to it that I never got around to learning. So there's a lot of crops that only grow in certain seasons, You can actually check your seasons and the TerrafirmaCraft book and your temperature, climate, food, season, blah blah blah, by clicking this little bar up here. Will we ever find native copper? This is the like biggest leap in the early game besides clay, is finding the copper that you need. And check lake beds too. Just be aware that there are piranhas in some lakes, and they can also just murder you. Not seeing any native copper yet. Usually though, when you find one, you'll find quite a few around. Some wheat. Come on. Yo, I didn't do nothing to you. I ain't do nothing to you. Fucking asshole boar. Okay. So now what you can do is, like, for instance, take that, get that dirt out of there. You can't put the whole pig in there. You need a knife. But you can seal that, and that takes meat from like a few days, I think it's actually like a week, to 22 days. So I am going to make a knife blade real quick. Bladders don't expire, so they can just go on the ground. Same with the raw hides. Get rid of this dirt, and we'll nap ourselves. I think that'll still turn into a knife. Yeah. We'll nap ourselves a knife. Where are my sticks? Did I use all my sticks? No way. Whatever. There's a stick. So you make a knife, and then you put the knife and the pig in the crafting table. It gives you pork and a bunch of other stuff. So we'll throw the pork in here as well. Blubber also doesn't expire, so you can just set that on the ground until you have actual chests. And then we're gonna unseal that and put that back in there, just to get it out of the way. Fill this with bones. And then I'll take this torch with me. Put that in my off. Oh, there's my sticks. Alright. You know, actually, I can just sleep. Alright, day 3, and we've already made way more progress. And since I don't really need my knife right now, I'll just leave it there. Things are gonna get messy in the early game. I wonder... Checking caves underground also isn't a bad idea. Because sometimes you can just find open patches of ore. Just be aware that cave-ins are 100% going to happen, and you want to try to avoid them as much as possible. Also, like zombies and creepers and skeletons and the typical enemies that you'll encounter in a normal Minecraft server are going to spawn underground rather than above ground most of the time. Hordes excluded. so will we ever find copper? The answer may surprise you, because it's probably fucking no! Sorry, Iris, I wasn't talking to you. You're fine. Also, will the frame rate ever stop with this? Probably once it smooths out and the world's better generated. Maybe if I up the render distance again. And we'll up this to like 90. Apply. No real difference. I shouldn't be lagging. I have plenty of RAM allocated to this. It's got like, I want to say 10 gigs dedicated to it. And I've got 64 total gigs of RAM. And a fucking 4090. I shouldn't be having any issues with frame rate. It's gotta be that the world's just generating and lagging. But either way, once the wrinkles work themselves out, weird, and frame rate improves underwater a little bit. There we go, that's nice and smooth. You know what, let's... Performance... Let's do fast for now. Hopefully that smooths it out a bit. Ew, it makes the leaves ugly. Oh, there's a cow. Another victim of you're made of stuff I need. They drop bladders and other stuff, but I'm just gonna carry the cow with me for now. And yes, I see that there's another cow up there, but unfortunately, you can only really carry one dead animal at a time unless you're using a backpack, which is a long way off. The traveler's backpacks are far into the future, but they actually seem to break the rule of encumbrance, because if you look, it says very heavy and huge. We can only really carry one of those items. What is that? That's a bear, I think. I will be running the other way. Thank you and goodbye. Actually, it looks like the bear came over here and killed something for us. Yeah, like a deer, it looks like. Considering it's venison. Don't worry, we'll find copper one of these days. Don't know where, don't know when, but I swear we'll find copper once again. Oh, it would appear that my dog needs to go outside. One moment. Turns out she didn't have to go to the bathroom. She just wanted to go yoink a pair of my socks and try to tear them apart, but she got caught. Oh, Copper, Copper, why doth ye elude me? Quail. Maybe I can find it on the plains. It doesn't even matter, really. I don't have a pickaxe yet. There's a goat. Goats are assholes, so probably don't mess with them. Bro, normally I'd find like at least one piece by now. Oh great, I'm getting attacked. Yeah, those little spiders will fuck you up. Tarantulas, really. Which, by the way, in real life would not bother you. They would run away. We're just being real here. Salt. There's going to be some serious traveling to find anything in this, apparently.
One day, all of our labor will be done. And I know that
It's definitely not copper.
the only person ever. And I'm in love with you.
Copper, please. Copper. Copper, please. Oh, there we go. Okay, so this is what we're looking for. There we go. Okay, so let's see where we can find more, or if we can find more around here, or if I found the world's smallest collection of copper. I was just about to say, you want to break these burrows with a cow if possible. Because those are what spawn snakes and spiders. And those are going to be the bane of your early game existence. And then we take a sip out of our jug. Give it a toot. Might as well walk around with a javelin out, I guess. Since we know spiders be among us. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, copper. Copper, copper, copper. Copper, copper, copper. Copper, copper, copper. Coffee, coffee, coffee. Coffee, 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 coffee. Coffee, coffee. Oh, that scared me. Well, G Copper, don't try to help me out here or anything. Remember, everybody, raw meat is better than no meat. Fuck. Okay, well, we found 2. Just sleep. I apologize for that. Amazon was knocking at my door. You can kind of just, there, do that. Eat the rest of that, fill up our 1 jug, and take a risky sip. Oh boy, I'm blind! Brain amoebas. Alright. Well, we found a whole 2 native copper. So, I guess we'll head back towards where we died. Wobbly and dizzily. And break our legs on the way. Because why not? Or I guess our feet. That is thankfully a sleeping dire wolf. Since it's the daytime, they won't mess with me. That being so close to my camp setup right now, though, is not bueno. Jesus. This nausea is just too much. I doubt the creator of the pack will ever watch this, but for the love of God, turn the nausea down. You don't need 1.5 minutes. That's a ridiculous punishment for just trying to do the basic survival things. Thankfully, I don't suffer from motion sickness, but for the people who do, I'm sure that that's very annoying and very off-putting. Also, take tornadoes out. Tornadoes suck. Nobody likes tornadoes. If they tell you they like tornadoes, they're wrong. There's a reason that RimWorld only had them in 1 update and then yoinked them the fuck out of the game. Because they suck. Okay. this cave since we don't have a pickaxe anyways. And enjoy even more frame drops. What the fuck is going on right now? Do I need to, like, restart my client? Jesus, this is terrible. What is with these frames? I'm gonna blame it on new chunks loading. What could possibly be doing this? Whatever. I don't know. I didn't have any issues with the, see, even at 12, it's still doing the same thing. The render distance does not seem to be the issue. It's gotta be because I'm streaming. Maybe recording this would be better instead. It's a little better. Not much, though. I prefer my games smooth like butter. This game's smooth like a rock. Oh, copper. Do I need to write a poem for you, copper? To help me find you? Call it an ode to copper? The 12 seems to have helped a bit. Oh, here we go. An ode to copper. And finding plenty of it on the ground. Let's make a waypoint here. Possible copper vein. Vein. Alright, we'll call it that because there's copper chilling everywhere, which means there's probably copper underground. But we'll need prospecting tools, which we aren't going to be getting anytime soon. Okay, so there, we have our saw now. So every other piece we find now is progress towards a pickaxe, too. Hopefully we can... Yeah, there we go. Show me the copper. The saw is the first important step to making something, like, livable. Oh, yeah. There's copper everywhere. There's definitely going to be a copper vein under here. So that's 15. That's pretty solid. Can we find some more, maybe? We just need 5 more pieces, and we can make our first 2 really important essential tools. There's where I died. From some asshole snake. Let's see, what do we got going on over here? Gotta watch the ground so I don't fall and die. Asshole snake, asshole snake, asshole snake, asshole snake. Fuck. There's also an option somewhere to turn off the way, like the way they do your hotbar is now 1, 2, and 3 brings you to like chunks of it. Hotbar, yeah. How do I? What's X do? No. I saw a tooltip for it before. It's in here somewhere. Give me a second. Maybe it's this? Oh. Disable pre-gen UI? That didn't do anything. Okay, let's re-enable that then, I guess. I know that there's a keybind because I saw a tooltip for it at one point. JEI stuff. Stack food is I also apparently. Well, if anybody watches this and sees the keybind for that or knows how to change it, let me know so I can change it. Oh, and it's gonna be nighttime, so I might as well sleep. I would like to get what I need so I can build a pickaxe too. Maybe I'll try exploring this way. See what I can find. 'Cause it looks like I found that copper in a plains biome. It's very possible that that's the key. So maybe literally just heading back and hunting around some more would be ideal. Ooh, sphalerite. That's important to take note of. Sphalerite is going to be a big bottleneck for making bismuth bronze. As well as, like, I think it's andesite alloy as well for the create mod. So keeping track of where I found that is going to be very important. Right now, copper's what we need. Tetrahedrite. There's plenty of different resources that you're going to end up needing, but it's usually going to be easier. Die, pig! It's generally going to be easier to just deal with that when the time comes. Otherwise, you're going to clutter most of your, like, workspace. Chromite again. Looks like my best option is going to be where I died again. Which is still kind of far out. I wish it wasn't. I hear a boar. I'm going to run because boars are dangerous, apparently. I had never been attacked by a boar up until then, and I know I didn't attack that one, so I don't know why it decided to go for my throat. Maybe that particular one's just an asshole. Oh, there we go, copper. I thought I saw another one. Yeah, I did. See any more chilling? Need what? 2 more? 3 more? Now I need 2 more. Show me the copper. Oh, that's an elk. Probably don't want to get too close to that. That's all I want. 2 more copper. Barrel? Bismuth. But we're looking for copper. None of these really matter right now besides copper. Oh, cool. There's fucking dire wolves over here. Oh, getting thirsty. And hungry. Oh, cool. Every time. Feels like every time. We'll throw this phallarite in there for now. Copper, 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 copper. I'm gonna have to make a copper count. Every time I say the word copper. Oh my god, the nausea is incredibly unnecessary. Any copper under here? Doesn't appear, so I really wish my frame rate would stop acting up. Come on, let me find 2 more copper before it gets too dark and I start getting assaulted by wolves. I'm never gonna find it. The thing that sucks too is I'm gonna need way more of it if I wanna make the prospecting tools. That is hematite. Oh. Can I find one more? Yes, I can. Yeah, we have the copper, baby. And here's another possible copper vein, it looks like. Let's make another marker here. Making those markers is important because you're gonna have to eventually hunt this spot back down if you don't, or find a new one. Scan the ground some more. Not fall down into a hole and die. That seems like a good idea. So see, like, if I try to pick this up, I get over encumbered. But the pig is less important. We want the sheep for its hide and its wool. So that'll be another important resource later on. That in the offhand, because I need to eat. All right, we've got enough to do what we want. Let's head back. Rawhide. And while I'm at it, the venison. Alright. Let's see if we can make it back without dying. Because now we'll be able to make a home and chests and things. Run as fast as you can. We must escape. Also, I'm kind of bummed that I didn't find like one of the survival shelters laying around where I could steal a pot from. Because making one is very far away. But making purified water is pretty useful. Because nausea becomes very annoying very quickly. Oh, that's a wolf. And not one of the friendly ones, it's a dire wolf. Alright, we made it back. Yippee! Sleep! Okay, so 6 days in and we can finally do the damn thing. Alright, so let's see here. Put that in there. And we'll just put this sheep on the ground too. Somewhere. There we go. That cow be sniffing that sheep ass. So what we do is take we'll leave the other copper out. We'll put 20 in here. And then we will need to put it in a kiln. Oh, and here's something. Torches can go out, so you need to relight them with a lit torch. Alright. Here comes the nausea. Might as well just fucking drink the rest. Okay, so first we are going to lay the straw down, and then we are going to lay our logs, take our fire starter, start that fire. And then we gotta wait the time for that to melt, and when it does, we're gonna fill both of these molds with the liquid. I probably could have thrown some more stuff in there with it, but whatever. While we wait for this nausea to subside, let's clear some of this out of the way. Get them flowers out of here, boy. Okay, so am I missing any tools? My javelin can go back in there for now. These ceramic jugs can get placed down. Just place that. This is gonna be a long 6 minutes. We want to have our molds ready. We want to have our sticks ready too. You know, I should go chop a tree or two while I wait. That way I can have some logs. And once we can find like a proper copper mine underground, it'll be kind of a non-issue. So when you're melting metals, you gotta pay attention to when the timer's up, or else you're gonna end up missing your shot and having to do it all over again, because it does cool down pretty quickly. I guess we'll collect the seeds for now. Chippity chop that tree. So you'll probably notice when I hold shift, my temperature's going up. So what you need to do, you can just jump in water. You need to submerge yourself. Oh, well, I guess it's still going up right now. It's because it's daytime in a warmer climate, and I think it's summer at the moment. How long you got? Oh, a little bit longer. Another big thing we're gonna need is salt, but in my experience in Badlands, salt is very common. So we can make a pretty short trip over here. Is there like a longitude and latitude? No? Okay. But over here, we should find plenty of salt, which we can use to preserve meats. We can just do a little dance while we wait for this. Move these jugs over here. Or vessels. Whatever. Time keeps on ticking, ticking, keeps on ticking away. Alright. So it's done. You grab your thing. It's hot. You put you right click, open it, and put your mold in there. Then 100 millibuckets later, you have your tool. So now, we can just put that there too. If you want it to cool down faster, you can actually just throw it in water. Then once you stop hearing like the steaming sound, they're done. And then you break them out of the molds. And ta-da! I think the saw is actually like that. Oh, or, there we go, okay. So we got a saw and a pickaxe now. The saw being very important. My axe is broken, so I'll need another one of those. Should probably actually make a couple. So we're gonna be making lumber, baby. Back in there and seal it. Alright. Sticks. Sticks. So now we take lumber and one of our axes and do this, which you already saw earlier. That makes supports. And then we can use the axe to turn the supports into planks, or lumber. And lumber and planks are... Lumber can be used to make planks, but not every recipe takes planks. Like, for instance, I believe chests are lumber, not planks. And one of our first orders of business will be making some chests to store our random assortment of shit. And don't mind if there's like a log left. Sometimes the animation glitches out. Alright, so now we take our saw and use that on the supports and we get lumber. And then we can use lumber to make a crafting. Oh, right. Duh. You need planks for the crafting table. Or workbench, whatever you want to call it. And then you can take the lumber and make chests. We did it! We've got our first chest. Throw that lumber in there for now. And you can just left click to pick everything up. You can also put tools on the ground. So we'll put our rawhide, we'll put this axe in this slot for now. Sticks, bladder, blah blah blah. Oh. Grab everything we can and move it over to this chest. Just to clear up our space down here. And we'll take out this stuff. Leave that for food. There is no inventory tweaks in this, unfortunately, so the chests will probably be a tad disorganized. At least until I get more. And now we can start butchering our animals. Let's just unseal this and throw that in there. Where'd my knife go? Did that use my whole knife? No, really? Wow. Am I losing my fucking mind? I didn't drop it, did I? And I guess I didn't. Okay, well. We'll need another knife then. And you do need 2 rocks to nap, so yeah. Always gonna have to pull 1 extra out. Alright, so that can go in there, and we can seal that and hang on to some meat for a while. And we can put that in there. Yeah, that actually took my entire knife, it looks like. That's a shame. Oh, never mind. It dropped it there. Okay, that didn't take like anything. What condition was the other one in? What the fuck? Okay, so next we should build ourselves a small shelter. Oh, shovel broke. It's gonna happen constantly. Let's store our knife in here, the bladders too. I guess I'll just... Or my rocks. They're my rocks. Probably make a couple of these. Get some dirt out of the way. It's gonna be nice and slow for a while. Tinker's is also in this, like Tinker's smithing and stuff like that. But if I remember correctly, like tinkering table, tinker station, to make the patterns, you need to get into create. Which you need plant pulp, which you need a mixing bowl, which you need glue for, which you can make with bone meal and lime water, which is water and flux, which you make by breaking up chalk or clams and things. And unfortunately, there really isn't a faster way to do this. Keeping track of that flint, though, will be useful. Oh, hello. Come here. Come here, turkey. Hold still, you... Whatever. I've got enough meat on the back burner right now. Also, I'm probably going to want to get rid of this. Keep that out of the way. Because we are going to make... What's a wooden bucket cost? Is it planks or lumber? It's lumber. So we... Put that in there, put that away. We're going to make some mud bricks. And you do that by taking dirt and water. And I believe just doing this. Yep, you make mud. And then the mud bricks, I think you just... what is it? It's wet bricks. Ah, you combine it with straw. So, we'll make a good chunk of these. Oh good, that actually stays in there. Okay, so I've got 2 stacks of that. And I'll take my knife. That can go in there. Just harvest a bunch of straw. I'll just use my hoe too, it doesn't matter. Alright. So now we throw that in and we get mud bricks, which we then have to lay out to dry. So basically, each one of those, each 4 of those will make 1 mud brick. So it's kind of a big taker of space. But these are some of the better and more durable blocks, and I believe that they can't be burned down. We'll just save the rest of that mud for later. I don't want to get rid of all of my straw quite yet. And we can also make what's called wattle, which is basically just like wood. Some wattle. Shit. I need to consult the book of information. Also, that can go in the drink. Speaking of, there's the nausea. So you can also use a knife on this cow hide and on this sheep hide to scrape it and get large raw hides, and the sheep hide will actually give you wool as well. So let's see here. Oh yeah. Primitive alloys, building materials. Wattle and daub. Wattle and daub. Crafted in place of breakable. Augmented with daub. Judging by the material costs, we're probably not going to do wattle. Making mud bricks is way easier. And, I mean, wattle suffers from the inability to be placed independently. Like, it's like scaffolding, except only vertical. And it is definitely flammable. I know that for a fact. So, I don't know how... Oh, these take 20 minutes. 20 minutes to dry for the bricks. Probably more than that because they've been sitting for a little bit. It's probably like 25 minutes for the bricks. But the good news is time does advance when you sleep, So I slept through the night, so now it's, you know, only 8 minutes or so a stack. What's my shovel at? It still exists. God, the shovel is slow. All of the tools are slow, really. And unfortunately, the torch trick doesn't work in this. It breaks the torch instead. And you already know that there's no vein miner in this, so... I think we can use gravel for something as well, though. And there goes the shovel. And I'll break this with the pick. Make that our first thing that we break. So back to the book. We're not going to use wattle. Thatch I already know about, mud bricks I already know about, clay blocks, and peat. Okay, so peat is also flammable, so probably not the best idea. Let's see here. I'd like to clear this out to that stone over there. Gravel. What can I use gravel for again? Just gravel in general. Whatever. We can make aggregate. We can make concrete with gravel and sand. We also need to find a beach. I believe we head east or west for quite a while to find a beach. So I think, considering that I'm basically just waiting, let's take our jugs. Fill those up. Take a sip. Yay, no sickness. Eat the last of this venison. Or I guess not. We'll leave this axe here too. Which have I discovered more of? You know what? Let me make another shovel. Because I think that speeds up salt piles. And hopefully we can find some salt while we're out there. No, we'll only do one shovel. I don't want to carry, or I don't want to take up an inventory slot with a second one. There we go. So we'll do that. Do I have anything in my offhand? Nope. Alright, we're good. Javelin's not in the greatest of shape, but, I mean, what are you going to do about it? Alright, let's head to that Badlands. And see if we can't acquire some salt. To salt our meats and preserve them and hopefully make our food last quite a bit longer. Then if we're lucky, while we're out there, maybe we'll find some copper. thankfully, the Badlands were... Oh, a burrow. Break that shit. Yeah. Big recommendation is breaking any burrows you see, no matter where you are, because they are responsible for shit that kills you. Speaking of shit that kills us, there's lions and shit here. Yeah, like that. Run, please. Run, very please. Oh, there's actually sand over here. That's good news. There's also hyenas. This is not a safe place. It's also full of pitfalls. Oh shit, it wants my ass. They want my ass. I would prefer to live, thank you. I am not food. Even though I am made of meat, I am not food. Please leave me alone. Holy shit, they are on me. And I am lagging so fucking hard for some reason. I don't know if I lost him or not. The good news is we can get sand from over here, which will be oh, that's not good. But yeah, we can get sand from over here, which normally I only found it on a beach. When I was playing before, when I found a Badlands, it was all like terracotta. Unless I wasn't paying attention and didn't realize it was sand. Maybe they found something else to hunt instead of me. I'll take it. Oh boy, here comes the nausea. Nauseous, feet broken, can barely walk. I'm not seeing any salt. Salt appears in white piles on the ground. Kind of looks like snow, almost. Hopefully nothing's after me. Yep, I get it. There's nausea. I'm gonna try to mess around with the config files and see if I can't change that. Because the nausea is just annoying. It's not even debilitating, it's just straight up annoying. Okay. Somebody's knocking at my door. Hang on. I apologize for that. Somebody was knocking at my door. And we are lagging. For fuck's sake. Wish there was a way to travel faster. Horses unfortunately suck. And I mean, there's like hot air balloons, but that's a ways away. So the basket, actually possible. The coal burner, a bit of a different story. We would need some coal. We could actually use charcoal. We need a pot though, so we would need 2 of those. And a flint and steel is just super far away. Oh wait, you can actually make a flint and steel. Is that like very low durability or something? Looks like that's a very low durability one. And then the air balloon is wool cloth, which you would need a loom for, and rope we can actually make. Interesting. Very interesting. While I'm at it, I should probably just remove some of these deaths. There. So it would appear that our bricks have dried. God, what is with this lag? Yeah, this might be just the first episode that gets streamed. Everything else might just be recorded. So then you just turn them into bricks. Like stone bricks, except made of mud. It actually works for me. I don't care if it wants to go that way. Fill out some space. Just some ASMR gravel falling. Might as well use these rocks like a shovel head. So I think I can get started on bees now that I have wood. And with flint, I can make flint shears, which I believe I can use to harvest the honeycomb. I might need more string, though. Not sure. But the bees are important because you can't actually finish leather making without making bees. And I think they kind of just take time. So not that everything in here doesn't just take time. Alright. I'd like to take this one back, but that's going to be more effort than it's probably worth. So let's just start with some simple bricks here. That was weird. Then we can kind of dig. Well, actually, I forgot. This is TerrafirmaCraft. So, digging into this rock really isn't going to accomplish anything. It's like, oh hey, you know, let's make this rock a little feature of the base. But no. No. None of that. So we're gonna do double doors here. Why is that on my bar? So we can do double doors there. Can't really use the cobblestone for anything. I mean, we could use it for a floor, I guess. But, well, when I want to add a basement, that's not going to work, so... yeah, let's not. I'm gonna need more mud bricks. Which actually, so the doors will be here, so we'll do trapdoor here, here, and that'll be good. That'll work. Yeah, we're gonna need more mud bricks for sure. Trapdoor, chestnut. Well, they're all the same, I think. Actually, no, I don't think they are. Chestnut. Trapdoor. Yeah, see, those ones are lumber. And I should only really need 3. Nope, not that side. I want them on this side. And those will kind of serve as our windows for now. Actually, you know what? I could even just do a 3rd one right here. Or a 4th one. Get some light in here. I'm gonna need more mud and straw. Actually, we'll do that in just a moment here. Just finish this off. I'll probably make this 2 stories. Just build this out of mud bricks, and then once I'm high enough up, I'll make a thatch roof. Because otherwise, this should be inflammable. Or, well, actually flammable and inflammable mean the same thing. It should not be flammable. I don't have enough for a door. Let's put that mud back in there for now. I'm going to need another knife, probably a couple of them. I just made a goddamn axe. Shit. Well, I'm sure I'll need another axe at some point. Oh, there's sphalerite right by my house. Interesting. It would be awesome if I'm fucking sitting on top of a sphalerite vein. I don't know how these small trees keep popping up. Okay. Mud. 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 I think that was all the mud I had. Okay, so those are gonna sit for about 25 minutes, I guess. You know, we can start moving stuff into here. Come on. There we go. I'm probably not going to do anything to the floor, if I'm being honest. I'll change the floor to like wood. Come on. Fucking buggy ass shit. I'll change the floor to wood once I decide to add a basement. This is definitely not going to be the permanent house. I will be decorating and making everything look prettier and better later. But as of now, I need some type of shelter. So this is gonna serve as what we have. Oh my, no nausea. What a fucking shock. Well, I might as well empty this too. That can go in the chest. So maple, go with chestnut. We're just gonna have to chippity chop chop chip chop chap chip chop away. The only thing that's gonna suck is that the bed's gonna be outside, but whatever. Figure. You know what? Our wood pile can just go here for now. Come on. Motherfucker. This shit's so finicky. Stop it. There we go. Anyways, doors. No molasses stores? Okay. That's a bit of a bummer. Move the chopping block to like right here for now, so we can, that'll give us some room to build out. Sorry about that. Puppy had an accident. Had to clean that up before it started to stink or stain. I'll probably be ending the stream here shortly. This will be like the introductory stream for this series, I guess. Call it a premiere, if you so choose. What's my axe at? I can do one tree. Call it a premiere stream, and then from here on, the episodes will be pre-recorded. That way I can edit down some of the mediocrity. I'm missing wood. I feel like I should have more. So yeah, I apologize for the silence near the end, but we're gonna call the stream here. I don't think that for some reason it wants to act right when it's streaming and playing the game, because recording has been no issue. But yeah, so if you enjoyed, because I mean, you're probably watching this after the fact. If you enjoyed, you know, subscribe. You know, like it if you want. It's up to you. And stay tuned for more, because I'm gonna try to take this all the way to space, literally, because Galacticraft